looking at unverified footage from Iran state media, allegedly showing the search underway by U.S. aircrafts to find an F-15 crew member who had to eject after being shot down. The other airman in that fighter jet has been rescued. This is more than 450 miles southwest of Tehran. Now, involved in that recovery, a U.S. Air Force Black Hawk helicopter, like the one you see on your screen. And there is also a second search and rescue helicopter that was struck by enemy fire. Both were able to escape. And there's new information in a separate U.S. plane hit by Iranian air defenses Friday that Iranian state media reported. This one is an A-10 Warthog that was hit near the Strait of Hormuz. Let's look at file video of what that fighter looks like. That pilot was able to make it to Kuwaiti airspace before ejecting and subsequently being rescued. NewsNation's Robert Sherman has the latest on that search from Tel Aviv.
It is a very fluid situation here in the Middle East right now as the search presses on for that American aviator still unaccounted for in Iran after an F-15 was downed. One American aviator is back, but the other still not accounted for, which is why the search and rescue operations are pressing forward. We do want to show you this footage here, which we emphasize comes from Iranian state media. We are very careful about what we share on this, and we cannot independently verify it, but it appears to show American planes and helicopters flying low over the Iranian soil, carrying out this search and rescue operation. While the Pentagon has said that the United States has aerial superiority over Iran, it does not mean the skies are hazard-free, as we have seen. We have also learned that 2 helicopters have been hit during these search and rescue operations, but were able to escape the fray. In terms of the plane that was downed, an F-15 has a long-established history here in the Middle East. It can fly over twice the speed of sound and is known for its deep strike capabilities, being able to deliver a significant punch on its strikes. And as we have heard, the Pentagon and Central Command say from the very beginning, those high-level strikes are what they have been focusing on around Iranian territory. That is our understanding of the kind of plane that was brought down. We have a few more images to show you, again, from Iranian state media. We want to emphasize that. But this first photo here appears to show a piece of debris that has a crest in the bottom left-hand corner where you can make out the word Europe. The rest of that crest should say United States Air Forces in Europe. That is what we would expect. The second piece of debris you see is a caution indicator, which is written in English, saying to use non-magnetic fasteners near that piece of equipment. That is the kind of warning label we would expect to see on an American jet. And then the third image to show you is what appears to be the ejector seat. With pilots and aviators being able to bail out, you would see the ejector seat come loose from that plane and it would come to the ground. Again, something that we would expect to see in an instance such as this. At this hour, the Pentagon and Central Command are being very tight-lipped about this whole situation, not wanting to give away a single piece of information that could injure or put into harm's way a single U.S. service member as this highly sensitive situation carries out. The IDF has confirmed to us that they will not be carrying out strikes on that region of Iran until further notice, and as long as these search and rescue operations press forward. Hena?
Robert Sherman on the ground in Tel Aviv. Thank you, as always, Robert.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.